So good morning my dear students, matrices part 2. So next I'm going to discuss trace of a square matrix. So trace of a square matrix, capital A is denoted by TR of A, and it is equal to sum of the diagonal elements. Sum of the diagonal elements. It is equal to trace of the matrix is defined how it is defined. Trace of the square matrix, it is equal to sum of the diagonal elements. So for example, if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, what is the trace of this matrix? Means sum of these two diagonal elements. 1 plus 4 is how much? 5 over. Okay, and also some properties are there on the trace. So first we will discuss equal matrices and algebra of matrices. When we say that two matrices A and B are equal, if order of A is equal to order of B and the corresponding elements of A and B are equal. If A and B are equal matrices and it is denoted by A is equal to B. For example, the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, it is equal to the matrix X1, X2, 3, Y. Then what will be the X value and what will be the Y value? S. X must be equal to 1, Y must be equal to 4. X must be equal to 1 and Y must be equal to what? 4. That is, corresponding elements must be equal. Okay. Next, algebra of matrices. So, when we say that addition of, that is, if A and B are two matrices, when we say that A plus B is defined, if order of A is equal to order of B, and order of this new matrix A plus B is also same as that of A and B. Suppose if A is of order 2 by 2, B is also of order 2 by 2, then A plus B is defined and order of A plus B is also 2 by 2. And the same conditions on A minus B also. Okay. Next to scalar multiple of a matrix. Scalar multiple of a matrix. Suppose if K is a real number or a complex number, K is some number, then the matrix obtained by replacing every element of A by multiple of K. Every element of A by multiple of K. Or else we can write like this also. Ka matrix, it is defined as, how we will get this matrix? By multiplying each element of A by K. For example, if you want to find 2A matrix, so just multiply every element of A by 2. Okay. And order of Ka is also same as order of A. Suppose if A is a matrix of order 2 by 3, K into A is also a matrix. And how it is obtained? By multiplying each element of A by K, and it is also of order 2 by 3. Okay. If A is a matrix of order 2 by 3, K into A is also a matrix of order 2 by 3. And addition of these two matrices satisfies commutative property and associative property. And also A plus null matrix is equal to null matrix plus A is equal to A. So here null matrix, order of the null matrix must be same as A. Okay. So then this null matrix is called additive identity. Next, suppose A is a matrix and then there exists a matrix B such that order of B is same as order of A, such that A plus B is equal to B plus A is equal to 0. A is any matrix. Then there exists a matrix of B. Its order is same as A, such that A plus B is equal to B plus A is equal to 0. Then the matrix B is called additive inverse. The matrix B is called additive inverse of A, and it is denoted by B is equal to minus A. B is equal to minus A. So thus additive inverse of A is minus A. Additive identity of A is 0. So additive identity is 0. Additive inverse is minus A. Okay. Next to multiplication of matrices. So when these two matrices, suppose A is a matrix of order M by N, B is a matrix of order K by L. So when we say that these two matrices are, the product of these two matrices are possible, or the product of these two matrices is possible. The product of these two matrices is possible only when number of columns in first matrix is equal to number of rows in second matrix. That is, the n must be equal to k. Then only the product A into B is defined. And the order of A into B is m by L. M by L. So, the product of two matrices is defined only when number of columns in first matrix is equal to number of rows in second matrix. Okay, it is an important point. But in general, product of the matrices does not obey the commutative property. That is, if A and B are two matrices such that AB and BA both are defined, so then AB is not equal to BA. AB not equal to BA in general. Sometimes AB may define, BA may not define. Sometimes BA may define, AB not define. Sometimes both are defined, order may different. Sometimes order is also same, AB may not be equal to BA. In general, the commutative property does not obey the product of matrices. That is, the product of matrices does not obey the commutative property in general. Okay? But it satisfies associative property and distributive over addition. That is, what is associative property? A into BC is equal to AB into C. Product of the matrices obey the associative property, and distributive over addition. That is, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Both left distributive and right distributive. Okay. Even you can take B plus C into A is equal to BA plus CA. Okay. But if AB is equal to BA, suppose if AB is equal to BA, then we say that the matrices A and B are commute. Then we say that the matrices A and B are commute. Okay. Suppose if AB matrix is equal to minus BA matrix, then we say that the matrices A and B are anti-commute. Anti-commute. Okay. And remember this important point. Next important point. The product of two diagonal matrices of same order is always commutative. For example, if I take capital A is equal to A0, 0B, and capital B is equal to C0, 0D. Here A and B both are diagonal matrices of same order. Then obviously you will get AB matrix is equal to AC, 0, 0, BD, which is same as BA matrix. If you find BA also, you will get same only. Okay, remember the product of two diagonal matrices of same order is always commutative, satisfies commutative property. Okay, that is AB is equal to BA. Also here one more important point I want to give you some shortcut. Suppose A is a diagonal matrix. Say I am taking of order 3. Then what is the determinant of A? Determinant of A, just you multiply diagonal elements. A into B into C. And what is the inverse of A? Suppose inverse of A, if it is exist, what is inverse of A? Here what we have A, just take it reciprocal. Here next diagonal element is what? B. Take it reciprocal, 1 by B, 0, 0, 0. Here C, reciprocal, 1 by C. That is the A inverse. Over. Suppose if delta of ABC not equal, delta of A not equal to 0, then A inverse exists. And what is A inverse? So that means inverse of diagonal matrix is also diagonal matrix. Okay. And here diagonal elements are ABC, and here diagonal elements are reciprocals, 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C. And if you want to find adjoint A, what you'll get? BC 0, 0, 0, AC 0, 0, 0, AB. So adjoint A is also diagonal matrix. How we can obtain? So what are the diagonal elements here? A, B, C. Here first diagonal element is A. Then here first diagonal element becomes product of remaining elements, BC. And here second diagonal element is what? B. Then here second diagonal element will be product of remaining elements, AC. Similarly, the third diagonal element in adjoint A will be AB. Okay? So not only 3 by 3, if you take 4 by 4 also, then that A becomes ABCD. And A inverse becomes what? Diagonal matrix, whose diagonal elements are 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by D. And adjoint A is, suppose ABCD is there. So first diagonal element is A, then in 4 by 4, adjoint A becomes, first diagonal element becomes BCD. Next, ACD, etc. Okay? So this is about a diagonal matrix. And one more next important point. Next, one more important point is the product of two matrices is a null matrix. It is need not imply that at least one of the matrix is 0. For this counter example is, you take the matrix A is 0, 1, 0, 0. Capital B is equal to 0, 2, 0, 0. So like this we can give many examples. I have taken one of the combination, one of the possibilities. Okay. If you find A into B matrix, you will get null matrix, but none of the matrices is 0 matrix. Okay. Next, one more important point. AB is equal to AC need not imply that B must be equal to C. So take the same counter example, you take the A is the same, B is the same, again C is like this, 0, 3, 0, 0. Then if you find AB matrix, you will get 0 matrix. AC matrix is also null matrix. That means AB is equal to AC. But if you observe, B matrix is different from C matrix. So that is why AB is equal to AC need not imply that B is equal to C. And we know that, suppose A is a square matrix of order n, and I is an identity matrix of order n, and I is also called what? Multiplicative identity. So that is AI is equal to IA is equal to A. Okay, just you concentrate on this. AI is equal to IA. That means I is a commute with what? A. Then we know that in general A plus B whole square formula is what? In case of real numbers, A square plus B square plus 2AB. But in case of matrices, that A plus B whole square is not equal to A square plus 2AB. What is A plus B whole square formula? A plus B whole square is equal to, A plus B whole square can be written as A plus B into A plus B. Then if you multiply, you will get A square plus AB plus BA plus B square. Suppose if A and B are commute, A and B are commute, that is AB is equal to BA, then automatically this BA again we can write AB plus AB, what will get? 2AB. So that means this formula A plus B whole square formula is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. It is possible only if AB is equal to BA. That means A and B must be commute. Otherwise, in general, A plus B whole square formula is this. If we commute, then this formula holds. Okay, even A plus B whole cube, A plus B in general, A plus B whole power, and also we can use just like real numbers. In case of real numbers, A plus B whole power n, we have formula. The same formula we can use here also, only when the two matrices will be commute. Okay. So next one, next one. If A is a null matrix, then determinant of A must be equal to 0. But if det A is equal to 0, need not imply that A is equal to 0. Example, you can take same counter example. If you find determinant of this matrix, what you'll get? 0 minus 0 is 0. But it is not a null matrix. Okay. And next point, matrix polynomial. Matrix polynomial. Suppose if f of x is a polynomial of degree 2, you take 2 only, example, to understand easily. Okay, Then what is the polynomial of degree 2 general form? Ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. Then how to find f of a? Here x is a number, here a is a matrix. Then how to find f of a? Just replace x by a. Then what you get? Small a into capital A square, small b into capital A. So can you write c as it is? See here, a into a square plus b into a is a matrix, but c is a real number. Can we add matrix and real number? Is it possible? No. So here we can write c as c into 1. Correct, Olina? That 1 is nothing but here we have to write identity matrix. So here A is a square matrix of order n. Then I will be what? Identity matrix of order n. Okay. Suppose if you take f of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Then what will be the f of a? Yes, it is correct. A into a cube, b into a square, c into capital A, d into capital I. Don't forget to write capital I. Thank you.